Hi Taurus, my beautiful, beautiful soul tribe. So excited for this reading. A lot of the channeling was more emotional this time. I feel like this is going to be, for the channeling, I'm getting a lot of you, definitely a few of you out there strongly, going through this emotional intelligence sort of awakening. You're becoming more emotionally intelligent. You're becoming more aware, they're saying. Becoming more aware of the energies moving through you, of how you're reacting, and attempting to be more responsive rather than reactive. So I'm expecting a beautiful reading, a lot of cups energy, a lot of emotional energy rather than earth, which is where you generally are rooted, right? You are Taurus, you are an earth sign. You don't usually like that watery, tipsy-turvy feeling. However, this is necessary for you to go through right now, and mastering your emotions is a huge part of your path. So I feel like a lot of you doing the work out there, if you're looking for confirmation, they recognize that, because I have a lot of proud guides here. I have a lot of proud guides, like, look at my person. King of Cups came out a lot, okay? King of Cups came out a lot. So for some of you, I do expect actually love in this reading. Y'all know I'm more about spiritual enlightenment usually, but I'm expecting to get some stuff about love. Prince of Cups. This came out as well a few times. Prince of Cups. I just split it in half. Prince of Cups, with the devil on one side and justice on the other. Interesting. Interesting. Who's learning to recognize the angel and the devil, and where are you giving your power? There's an old Indian tale that they're sparking in my mind. A Native American feather, not dot. So there's an old Native American tale of the wolves, right? We each have two wolves within us, and you can think of it as the devil and the angel, but not necessarily, because the Native American tale is a little bit different, because neither of the wolves are inherently evil or bad. These are polarities within ourselves, and how we are always on a spectrum. And the tale asks you to ask yourself, if you have this wolf over here, right, which is hungry for certain things that might be more materialistic, right? Not a bad thing. It's not bad to seek into the material. And I actually like how this card is portrayed. It doesn't necessarily make the devil evil. This is part of all of our paths to dip into that. Interesting. Judgment being right after that. That's crazy. But then justice, right? Where's that balance? There's the good wolf and the bad wolf. And you have to ask, which wolf are you feeding the most? Are you feeding the wolf of spirituality, of enlightenment? Sometimes it can be too much to get too far up in those clouds, right? Or are you feeding this wolf of material, of this material dimension and world? Okay, both of these have to be balanced. Okay, which wolf wins out? The one you feed the most. The one you feed the most. They're channeling in health. Many of you need to be stretching more. I know that sounds silly, but if you're not involved in any kind of yoga or anything like that, you have to get your blood moving around. Okay, you have stagnant hot spots in your body where energy hasn't moved in too long. Okay, big deep breaths. I'm hearing especially underneath your rib cage, you're holding a lot of emotion. So deep breath in and then all the way over. And imagine blowing it out, blowing it out. Okay. All right, awesome. Let's get into this reading, see what's going on. For those of you new to my channel, I am a channeler. The cards are here primarily as a tool, to trigger the messages they want to get across. And it gives me a sort of wall between me and the thousands upon thousands of energies out there. If you would like to donate to my channel, I have a link at the bottom to do so. You have no idea how far it goes. For those of you who have, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am considering moving to Patreon soon, and I will still have the YouTube channel, but I need to be able to get some sort of steady stream of income if I want to keep doing this, okay? I've asked my guides multiple times, and that's what they keep pushing me to do, so that's where that is. I'm sorry, I'm still channeling at the same time I'm trying to talk to you guys. So it's funny, you have a lot of spirit guides here, my Taurus is going through more of an emotional, I'm feeling divine feminine awakening right now. Not that you haven't had touches with your divine feminine before, but this is more of a release. I'm feeling a lunar feeling, a release of what? Also, my readings are designed to make sure that you please check out your rising and moon sign. I know they can be long and that can be time consuming, but at least go get the gist of it, because my readings are designed to give you a well-rounded vision if you look at that. For instance, like your sun sign, right? If you're a Taurus sun, then that is what you're here to learn. So you're going to pick up some stuff out of here, match those things together with the other two readings of your rising and moon sign. Your moon is what you came here with, the gifts and abilities you came here with. A lot of your past life stuff will be within there. A lot of the lessons you want to learn will be in there. And then your rising sign is what you show to the world, what you project outwards, okay? So it gives you an overall glimpse of what's fully going on, because these readings are for thousands. That's the best way I can tell you without paying for a personal reading to make it personal, by going and looking at all three and then pulling together what resonated with you. That's your personal-ish reading, okay? I just want everybody to be able to get out of it what they can. Okay, Spirit. Your energy is so calming right now. I love it, Taurus. This is the calmest energy I've felt so far of all of the horoscopes. So that's really cool, all the zodiac. Step into this calmness. Don't allow it to become depression. Step into this calmness as a beautiful thing. We don't have many times in our life where this kind of energy is with us. So step into it and get healing from it. Okay, I'm hearing healing. I'm hearing healing and balance. Stay balanced right now. Stay balanced right now. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. This is about victory. This is about victory. This is where your soul is. Your soul is feeling victorious. Your soul is feeling victorious. Where is their ego? Where is, if their soul, okay, they're saying this is not where the soul is. They're saying this is the overall. They're saying this is the overall. So awesome overall. Six of Wands. This is victory. This is many battles fought and winning, right? Winning. Occasionally, I do have the tendency to tell people, and I'm feeling it now, to say, at what cost, right? At what cost? Don't let yourself go through some of these cycles again. And whatever you have been victorious in, I'm feeling like it's in love. I'm feeling like this is in relationships. Ask yourself at what cost, and who else supported you in these times. I'm not sure who that's for. That's for somebody specific. Spirit, tell me what is in their soul then. Tell me what's in their soul. Tell me, oh, weird. I just looked down because I split these while I was talking, and it says soul retrieval. Interesting. Deep soul healing with the goddess. I'm feeling some deep healing for some of you guys. The Cups energy was very intense, but I'm feeling a very positive way about it. Like they're calming me down. Like, don't freak out. It's cool. Slow your roll. Don't freak out. Tell me where their soul is, Spirit. Their soul. A lot of sixes. In this deck over here, whenever I pre-shuffled, I got six of... Eek. I got six of swords. Wow. I didn't know this. And then Six of Cups right under it. 666. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. I'm hearing somebody freak out. Don't. Y'all are being silly. Y'all are being silly. Sixes are actually a very beautiful number. It's unfortunate that they have such a bad rap. In numerology, 6 is the lovers, right? Or in tarot, 6 is the lovers. In numerology, 6 is love. 6 is the energy of love, and that's what this universe is made of. Page of Cups coming out. Yeah, a lot of intense, beautiful, emotional healing. However, I feel like you've worked to get it. I feel like you still have some stuff to clear out. You may be, some of you, battling some depression, sleepless nights, anxiety. That's because this stuff's trying to come out. The answer to this is going within. The answer to this is going within. If you are feeling like your mind, you are having less control, you need to seek professional help, therapy. You need to seek a guidance counselor, somebody to talk to, okay? For someone out there, okay? There's no shame in that. I do it all the time. If you don't have a counselor, I don't go to therapy every week or every month, but if you don't, like, I have one I'm connected with. Find one you're connected with, and it's not always going to be the first one you go to, okay? You have to sometimes interview, right? It's like finding a good hairstylist, I'm hearing. For somebody out there, you'll get that. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. So make sure to have someone that when it is, you are going to have times when you need to talk to someone way outside your situation, okay? That's for some people out there. Spirit, tell me what's in their soul. Tell me what's in their soul. Tell me what's in their soul for my Tauruses out there. Tell me what's in their soul right now. Tell me what's at the center. At the center. What's trying to resonate with them? What is it? I felt something. Buzz. 8 of Pentacles. I'm not sure if it's this one or this one. Queen of Wands. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Working very hard at something. Putting the work in. Putting the work into something, right? Creating. But this is over time. Right? I feel like success is building for some of you. Spirit, what's in their ego? That's where your soul is wanting. This is what your soul is wanting. So let's also remember, if you're not feeling this, your soul's ready to dive into this. Okay? Your soul is ready to dive into this. To put the work in is no simple task. What's holding you back, I'm hearing? Okay, what's holding you back, I'm hearing? 2 of Wands, right? What's blocking some of your passion? What's blocking some of your passion? These cards are very interesting. I'm getting used to them, but they're the David Bowie deck. So the artist of all the David Bowie albums created this deck, and it is extremely inspirational, powerful, spiritual. It's like the new version of tarot of what we're going through now. You know, the original tarot, was based on things that the collective was going through over a century ago, right? And even longer in some cases. So, yeah. 2 of Wands here. Something's blocking your passion. I'm listening, sorry. Which is trying to go forth. Completion. I am so sorry that the channeling in this card is interesting. I've never felt it quite like this. This is very interesting. 8 of Pentacles, these cards I don't ever, they don't usually go together to me. So that's why it's interesting for your soul to be here, right? We see that this person is creating something, manifesting something. We can see it from creation down there all the way up into manifestation, and he's manipulating it. He's changing it as it is developing, okay? As he's creating it, it is changing. It is changing in ways that he could have never imagined, or I'm hearing conceived of. It's beautiful. And then here, something's restricting you. You need to open up. You need to open up to this creation and creativity, okay? The sky is the limit, right? In fact, there is no limit. They're saying there is no limit. Step into the vortex of your creation. Some of you have a muse out there. Some of you artists out there. Maybe someone out there. Okay, I have a guide here saying your creativity is being limited by your own beliefs, and your perception of the world around you. Okay, look how they're both standing on top of some sort of platform, right? This person is on top of a city, on top of a skyscraper in the city. Okay, and we can see that there is hovering over him some other type of intelligence trying to get through to him, but he is not noticing that because he's so busy looking at the world he's currently perceiving. There is more out there. I'm sorry, this is I hope this is speaking, I'm not going to say I'm sorry anymore, and Spirit keeps telling me to stop doing that. I hope this is speaking to someone out there. Please comment if it is, okay? Support a sister, okay? Like and subscribe, comment. You guys, that's like tipping. That's like tipping for me. You don't know what that does for my channel and what it does for me to be someone who does what I do. Having the freedom to do so because I don't have so much monetary worry makes me a better reader and channeler. So if you're willing to support me in that way, that's what I'm trying to explain. That's what I want you to understand. I'm not trying to get anything from you so much as an exchange of energy for energy. They've been pushing me to explain this stuff a lot, so this won't continue for every reading. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at the I'm sorry thing. I'm working on it. Y'all start calling me on it. Spirit's not wanting me to do that anymore. It's verbalizing in a way that they don't want me to. At the root of your situation, I have the Queen of Wands. Passion, fire. Normally there's a black cat at her feet because she's extremely intuitive, okay? She does pull her energy from the sun. Some of you need to get back out into the sun. Very important for you. Even though you are not usually Queen of Fire, this is what's wanting to resonate in your root. So even as an earth sign, though, you have to be connected to nature. This came out in your channeling. Taurus, September 2019. The song that came out, the song that channeled in, this is very strange because there's no words in this actual song, but it's the one that channeled in, and I went and looked it up and listened to it, and it was very beautiful, but emotionally, like, you're going to feel something lift up out of you if you meditate to the song, okay? There's no words to it, so it should be easy to meditate and just close your mind off and let the music move through your chakras, I'm hearing. It's called Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny. Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny. And then after that, if you're willing to step into that, after that, the song that was channeling in for some of you that are willing to go through this emotional purge, I'm hearing purge. That song by Nancy Sinatra, the only song I think she ever did that was a hit. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk on the blue. Right? This Queen of Wands, I could see putting on her boots and saying, right? And then Nine of Cups. These two to me say, are you stepping into the power? For those of you single, are you stepping into the power of your individuality? Of the beauty of how much choice and freedom you have in your life? Or are you, step into this. Look at this. I mean, normally the Nine of Cups, the wish card, this is, you can have anything you want, darling. You can have anything you want. This Queen of Wands can have anything she wants. Okay? Make sure that you're not blocking this beautiful stuff from coming in, because you have done the work, right? But why do you think there's a limit to your creation? I feel like some of you need to realize there is no limit. There is no limit to your creation and ability. I hope that makes sense to some of you out there. This Queen of Wands, this Nine of Cups right here, I love this because, you know, what we usually see, and I wish I had this card available right now, what we usually see is a fat, portly man sitting there. Like, look at all this crap I got, right? But here we see a beautiful woman. And I love the golden hues around her. And she's toasting, saying, let's toast to my success. right? Let's toast to me. I'm so happy, and I'm proud of myself, and why shouldn't you be? Why shouldn't you be? You are beautiful. You are powerful. And you know, it's so funny having this Nine of Cups and this Queen of Wands together. I would never think those two would go together, right? Watery, fiery. I hear it being put out, but I swear, if they're not friends, I would be shocked, right? I mean, or the same person. It's beautiful, you guys. That's the energy that's rooting up through you. That's the energy rooting up through you. Someone needs to release some old emotional stuff. Okay, seriously. Someone needs to release this old emotional stuff, because I feel like that's your block to your creative success and ultimate. I mean, this is beautiful. Stepping into you. That's what's blocking this beautiful passion from coming out. But it is trying to root up within you. Six of Swords on the bottom again. Okay? Six of Swords on the bottom again. And it's interesting in this deck right here. So in this deck right here, the Six of Swords is saying, you know, she's leaving rocky waters behind, rough waters behind. You can see how they're rough over here and smooth over here. She has someone helping her. This is not a friend or someone she knows. She's only taking what she loves, and she's leaving it behind. However, it came out with the Six of Cups. This is telling me you need to let go of some emotions and the way that you're thinking of the past. It's not serving you. It's not serving you or your future, okay, or your future. And then the Six of Swords in this, same exact card. Now we see someone walking through the fire, but look closely. Up at the top there, there's like an infant, more like almost an embryo. But this is like inner child healing, okay? And also the wounds that some of you might have come here with. Okay, this is in your past. Okay, this is what of the past is affecting you now. That's what this exact placement is in the spread. I ask a different question for each card, so they mean something different every time. This is of the past. So some of you have inner child work that needs to be done that's blocking your current success. For whatever reason, it's not allowing you to see what the full potential of your success is and how much is available to you. Right? You can have anything you want. I don't think some of you realize that. It's almost like rule the world type of energy. And you're allowing some toxic, emotional, past stuff to clog and blind you from this. So some deep meditations on inner child work. Ask your spirit guides about that. How to heal some of this inner child stuff that needs to be released. Some of you may not even know what it is. Right? Maybe blocked out. It was too painful. It needs to be dealt with and cleared out of your karma, out of your energy, out of your aura. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. What's showering over them? What is crowning them right now, Spirit? What is crowning my beautiful Tauruses who are coming out so emotional and passionate? What's crowning? Nine of Swords, right? Dealing with this stuff, okay? Now let's remember, she did not put herself there, obviously. She did not trap herself. But staying there is now her fault. Those swords are not so tight that she can't get out. At one point you were. But, and all of these may be different situations. I'm seeing a lot of traumas here. And look at the lightning going through to her crown chakra. It's debilitating to you. For someone out there, it's debilitating. Here's the Nine of Swords in this one. It's debilitating. It's causing anxiety. It's causing stuff that just doesn't need to be there. Yeah, and they're saying you have control. The Magician, you have control. I love the Magician in this deck, David Bowie, but he's drawing energy. Drawing energy. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And we can see him in the middle of manifestation. Literally like the nanosecond in between thought and creation. It's unreal. And in his stomach, again, I've never even noticed this, is some type of fetus, okay? Your inner child is within you, and this is actually your true self. Some people say our brains, our second brain is in our stomach. Some people say that's our first brain. That's our instinct, right? When you get scared, you get that gut feeling. That's your first brain. You get this before you get the thought. this communicates to your brain, we need to take precaution because something dangerous is coming. Okay? That is your actual first brain, your instinctive brain. Okay? That's beautiful. You have control. You have control. Those weapons, darling, those weapons, they weren't meant to be used against you. They were meant to be lessons. Take them out, look at them, clean the blood, and put them back in your arsenal. Because they are tools to use going forward. They are tools to use going forward. Don't let them be something that blocks you, but something that helps you. Don't let it be something hurting you when it should be something helping you. Spirit, what's coming in the very near future? What's coming in the very near future, this month and the next month that they may not know about, that they may not be aware of coming, that they need to be prepared for in any kind of way. Something that will help them going forward. Something that will help them going forward. What's coming in the very near future? Something that they need to be made aware of. Something they need to be made aware of. Okay, I have the Tower, okay? This is not a bad card, okay? Don't freak out again. I'm hearing some of you freak out. But this is things needing to be dealt with here, okay? King of Wands, but we got it in reverse, okay? This very much makes me think of someone, when I get the King of Wands in reverse, it's almost like you're daring, Spirit, you're daring universe, like show me, where are you? I feel like some of you can't feel Spirit right now, and that's because they need you to make a decision. Otherwise, they're going to have to come in with a Tower moment, right? And that's massive change. Basically changing your path in a massive and drastic way because there are certain things not serving you. You don't want to get too far off course, right? It'll be too hard to get back on where your life path is. And the Prince of Wands, okay? Impulsivity. Be careful with delusional thoughts, thoughts of grandiosity. It's not serving you. It's more about going within and receiving information, right? Prayer is talking to God. Meditation is listening to God, okay? This often in another deck, and it's funny, I looked over here because I'm looking for it. Here's a Queen of Swords, okay? The way it came out reverse, in another deck, I always get an image of the King of Swords, who I love. I truly love. He's a powerful individual with good intention, black and white. There's right or wrong, and it's his own set of morals, right, and values and principles. And I feel like many of you do have that, and you should have that. You should have that. Hold on to that. But when it comes out reverse, sometimes it's like I'm looking at him, and the king in the distance, I see lightning striking down. He's standing there like, "Come and get me." I don't know. It's a very interesting feeling I'm getting right now with that. Be careful with that energy. I'm not sure who that was for. I feel like that was for someone very specific. Okay. That's not for everybody. Sekhmet. I just heard Sekhmet. If anybody has a guide out there or resonates with any kind of Egyptian mythology, Sekhmet. Somebody has that as a guide out there. It's interesting. It's a very high being, ascended master. Spirit, what? Tell me about what they hopes and fears. Actually, let's change that. They're saying what to move towards, what to let go of. What to move towards, what to let go of. What to move towards, what to let go of. My Taurus is out there for September. What to move towards, what to let go of. What energy to move towards, what to let go of. 8 of Wands to move towards. Fast energy is going to be coming towards you. Make sure you step into it. This is a very powerful portal of manifestation. Don't miss it because you're stuck up in here. Don't miss it because you're still paying attention to this reality, which is, frankly, only a portion of what you're going to actually be capable of. Okay? Don't miss this. You've worked your whole life for it, they're saying. to let go of? What to let go of? What to let go of, Spirit? My Tauruses out there, what to let go of? Okay, not surprised with this. Prince of Cups, okay? Some of you getting too much in your head. Again, you know, it's funny, some of the cards that are reading together in here that never read together, but I'm feeling a lot of similarities in this King of Swords and Prince of Cups, which you would never think. But I feel like the King of Swords reversed and the Prince of Cups are both too much in their head, okay? Be careful. Again, I'm feeling like someone out there, this is for someone specific, you could be having some delusional thoughts, thoughts of grandiosity. Please seek counseling for that, or recognize it and start some inner work there. It's mostly that you need to go within and stop trying to make sense of every single thing in the universe. You can't, and you're not supposed to. That would be terrible if you understood everything. It would be very boring here. That's not what you're here for, darling. That's not what you're here for. Spirit, final outcome, if they are willing to recognize this, step into their power, stop restricting their success and everything they've worked for based on some perceptions that they're having. Your perception of the world is incorrect. Your perception of your reality, I'll say. Your perception of your reality is not correct. It could be much bigger and you're not seeing that. They're saying you're not seeing that. Final outcome, if they're willing to step into this power and realize they are the true, they are the true owners of this power. They are the true owners of this power. However, you're allowing this to shape your reality. Shape your reality when it's you who should be shaping your reality, darlings. It's you who should be shaping your reality. Okay, yeah. So, sorry, this popped out earlier. Princess of Swords. Now, I actually love this card. This is comparative to the Page of Swords in the traditional tarot. And this is about enlightenment coming to you, being offered to you. The question I asked is, if you're willing to step into all of this, yes, you will have clarity of mind. Clarity will come. And I feel like many of you, whether you know it or not, have been seeking clarity. And that's why you are overanalyzing. For some of you are overanalyzing, okay? And some of this old stuff is starting to come up to the surface because it needs to be dealt with and cleared away because it's blocking you, darling, okay? It's blocking you. Spirit, and final outcome. What else do you have for final outcome? They're saying also the tiger. For many of you, there's a tiger as a spirit guide out there. A tiger is a spirit guide who's really coming forth now, trying to help you to heal some old emotional wounds, but also helping you to realize your own power. And again, I'm hearing lunar. I'm hearing lunar. Again, I'm hearing lunar forces. Some of you are very powerful with the moon. Some of you draw power from the moon. Some of you out there draw power from, wow, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you draw power from the moon. So in final outcome, right? Clarity coming, and like I said, that's no longer going to be blocked. That's no longer going to be blocked. And look how rooted it is. I love how this ace is shown. It's rooted so deep in the ground. This is something that's a very stable offer, but it's also something handed over to you by universe because you did do the work to clear yourself. You already deserve it, they're saying. That is so funny, y'all. Look at that crazy cat up in the cloud. That's cracking me up. Look at his face. He's like, what is he doing? That is the funniest. I don't even know what that means. I'm going to have to look that up. But he is a crazy cat with a lightning cloud, right? I guess maybe that's one of your spirit animals. That cat, he's like, yeah. He's like, rock on. This is awesome. I mean, that does look awesome riding that cloud. How funny. Okay. I'm going to show y'all. See if is it focusing in? To me, this is hilarious. Yes! Let's do it! And that's a feeling I'm getting from this card. Let's do it! Yes! Where's that passion? What is blocking your passion? Yeah, oh, I'm so glad that something is blocking you. Because, I mean, this energy was very, the energy was not bad at all. It is time, though, to do some emotional healing, okay? I want to pull, actually, they're saying to find in here the tiger, because I'm really seeing the tiger looking at me with fire, like that Queen of Wands, passion through the third eye. I'm seeing it in my head. And it's rare that I actually see a card from a different deck in my mind when I'm not using it. I wasn't even planning to use these. Oh, here it is, tiger. Oh, yeah, see? There, and what I say, I felt lunar, right? And there's that fire. This tiger is trying to rise up some lunar forces in you, because that actually is part of your power. But it's also about clearing out some old emotional baggage that you don't need, which is blocking your passion. And that will happen. I'm hearing for someone out there, for someone out there at night. You draw upon the energy of the moon, and this is a lunar time. This has been a big full moon. Okay, I'm going to read that real quick because I feel like it's necessary, wherever that book is. The tiger. Interesting. This has been, everybody's reading's different. That's why I'm saying, go look at your sun, moon, rising, you guys. You would not believe the amount of clarity you'll get by taking all of those messages together. This is only the message of what you're trying to learn right now. Go look at your moon sign for what's within you trying to grow. Go look at your rising sign for the forces outside of you that are being affected. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Try it. Lunar force. Okay, so the tiger, sorry. Lunar force, ease in darkness, and feminine energy. What I say, divine feminine. I'm feeling a lunar feeling right now. Many of you are drawing from this full moon, and it is bringing up some of those old emotions that you may have looked at but not dealt with. Why are they still there? Okay, they're going to be pushing you awful hard now, and that's why they would bring the Tower out, because that's where the energy's standing right now. This lunar moon was for releasing some of those things. Some of you haven't done it. That's okay, but do it now. They're going to start getting rough on you. They're going to start getting rough on you. You don't want that. You don't want that Tower. And you can still avoid it, darlings. You can still avoid it. Okay, so we have the tiger. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except awakening to your own power. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except awakening to your own power. The tiger looks at you and calls to you. This is one of your spirit animals for some of you out there. Okay? For someone out there, this is one of your spirit animals. Look at him looking at you. If you feel it, then you know. Interesting. When you are in balance, you are passionate, strong, and sensual. When you're out of balance, you are overstimulated, overanalyzing. To bring into balance, Tritaka, highly suggested. This is candle gazing, candle meditation. Letting yourself zone out on a flame of fire is very potent, right? And imagine this tiger's eyes. If you want, take a screenshot of that right now. And you could even do a meditation on this card and take a screenshot and crop out my fingers and face